I don't think he's any more. I don't think Donald Trump is any more racist than the average 73-year-old white man. You know what I mean? Or however old he is, 70, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I get it. I mean, you got to think like he was alive when segregation.
Oh, he grew up during that time, so
Yeah.
like that kind of formed his mentality
Yeah.
for a lot of during his
Yeah.
formative years. Yeah.
Young adult. Well, no, he would have been born. No, he was born 1940.
Right.
I
That was
wanna say
before
he was 45.
the Civil Rights Act. He would have been like 20 when that happened.
Yeah. We make it sound like he was like a little kid.
No, he was growing up.
Yeah.
He was growing up. He was a teenager.
Yeah.
Like imagine being in high school, all white high school, going
It's
to college,
so weird.
all white college,
It's so weird.
and then all of a sudden we want integration. Like that messes with your mind, I think. And I think we have this older generation of people who lived through that time, and they're kind of confused about what all this equality, I guess. And we grew up in the time of equality, so we kind of just are like, why would you be confused about that?
I don't know if they're confused about equality.
Like they have.
I don't think I'm following what you're saying. I don't
No?
know. No, I don't.
Like they grew up during this time of segregation. And,
Yeah.
And
so they got used to
separate
that.
but
That was the
equal
world
and
that
all
they
this
grew up in.
weirdness.
Yeah.
So this is like that's their form. That's their mentality.
Okay. Is that
And now they're in a time.
Non-whites
Here we are,
should
50
be-
years later, and everything is kind of flip flopped, and they're kind of just figuring stuff out. Like we always talk about politicians flip flopping, and I think it's just because they don't really know what to do. Because there's this older generation, like the whole generation, who just lived during that time, and now here we are, the younger generation, getting into the older, like the millennials, I guess we are, which I don't even know.
I don't know
what the age range of millennials. I think 40-year-olds are millennials.
Really?
And we grew up during the time where none of that existed, and we're just like, what are you guys talking about? Like, why even say people of color? Like, the whole conversation we just had.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to us, because we didn't live during that time. We kind of have no...
No, but I
point
get
of
that. But then
reference.
why are people these days saying shit like people of color? I think that they don't understand what it was. I think that they don't understand what real institutional racism, what segregation, what these things actually look like. And so they're trying to make a boogeyman, and they're inadvertently following in the steps of racists by doing so, by saying shit like people of color.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like I think if they would open a textbook and like realize that like that's what they used to call people, like they were colored people. They used to have signs like no colored people.
Yeah, so just like I was saying, like the older generation had that viewpoint, but the younger generation did not have that, so they really don't know, and they're kind of just spouting off all these platitudes, and they're really actually, going backwards.
Yeah.
In the worst way.